Did you guys know that there is a family in Turkey that walks on all fours?
No way.
Like the horse girl?
The horse girl's sick.
Remember the horse girl?
Yeah.
Man, at first I was laughing at her, and then later on I was like, it's kind of turning me on a bit.
Isn't she a child?
Just the action of it.
I thought she was raised by horses.
I thought she just
She was
practiced.
just into horses.
Oh, I don't know.
She's talented.
She's
'cause
an
she actually
equestrian.
moves like a horse, though.
All right. No, man, play, man.
I don't.
I love this music, man. It's really epic.
This fool still wears boots? What the fuck?
Let me get this ad out of here.
Okay, that's more normal. Hands and feet.
How do you chant?
Oh, wow.
Look at their hands.
Oh wow, their like hands go like this.
Only some of them. Most of them use their palms.
Oh, that makes more sense to me.
I want to see their hands, though. I don't know if they're faking it or not.
But look at like the fucking their spine posture and shit. You could tell that.
It's like rounded.
And like look how they can't fucking fully look up. Like everything has to look like this. You know what I mean? And like how their bottom feet because they got 4 feet. Their feet are turned out. You know what I'm saying? Because they can only kind of scuttle.
Like that. Holy shit.
This soundtrack is like when you're in a war movie and you lose your homies and shit.
And you're looking around, everything's slow-mo.
Yeah.
Right?
A bomb just went off. You can't really hear. You're like.
There are 4 young women.
Why is everyone coming in one at a time? How come they don't carpool or
It's an
anything?
entrance.
Yeah, it's just an entrance. Yeah.
How would they carpool?
I don't know.
They would sit on their back?
Yeah, I wonder how they drive, or if they drive, because they couldn't, they don't. Okay.
So, tucked in a remote corner of Turkey, amid dirt tracks and stone houses, lives a family that appears to throw out 4 million years of evolution. Originally touted by Turkish scientists to be backward evolution, several members of the Ulas family walk on all fours. Now, their family is huge, though. They got fucking like 18, 19 kids. Oh, out of 19 children born to Rezit and Hatis Ulas, who walk upright, 5 siblings walk using their feet and their palms on their hands with astounding agility and what researchers first thought was a relapse.
Wait, there's 19 kids?
There's 19
They
kids.
fucked a lot.
Do they fuck like dogs or like the front?
I was wondering that too.
Well, the
Yeah.
parents are regular. They walk upright.
But what about the kids? Like when
I
they
don't know if
start-
the kids fuck, to be honest.
How did they start walking like that?
I don't know. That's why Turkish scientists literally just diagnosed it as backwards evolutionary leaps.
Dude, 19 kids?
That's crazy.
That's why she couldn't fucking teach him how to stand.
That's probably exactly what it was.
He's not even worried about them walking on all fours. He's like, fucking 19 kids.
It is crazy.
That mom was too busy fucking popping out babies to actually raise them.
She was pregnant all the time.
That's why they were crawling and they just never got to the fucking point where they stood up.
But kids learn on their own, though.
Well, these guys are like late bloomers.
Yeah, it's called like part of imprinting. You know, like when you have like a bunny raised by 2 chickens, the bunny will go like this. And it'll move with its bunny parts, but it'll go like this because it's like they learn from watching in the first
You
phases.
think one fucker never stood up, and then the other siblings just like watched the crawler, and they're like, "I'm gonna be like Brother Crawl."
Probably. That's probably the only way it worked. Because it's like, the whole family does it?
No, only, well, technically 5 of the 19 kids do. There was a 6th one as well. A 6th sibling also walked on all fours, but sadly died at age 5.
There's a kid or like a person in Russia who was left in the backyard, like neglected, and then they were raised by the dogs. So they move like a dog, they act like a dog, they walk on all fours.
Which is why I'm like a little bit more confused with this one, because they're around other humans that walk upright.
And
Their
not all
siblings.
of their siblings walk like that.
No,
it's
not at
just
all.
the 5.
Yeah, and because of the taunts they receive, the women tend to stay close to the house. But according to scientists who study the family, their brother sometimes wanders for several kilometers and has basic interactions with other people in the village. So the brother just fucking gallops
He's
out
a
and shit like
maverick.
that. Yeah.
Damn.
So scientifically speaking, if they were to be reflective of our like previous, evolutionary part of our past, usually primates would be walking more so on their knuckles, or it was believed that we, before we evolved, were walking on our knuckles. But these people specifically walk on like the palms of their hands and stuff. So they have huge calluses on their palms. So it's not exact to the idea of just like reversing our evolution. It's just an anomaly.
There's this new movement of people walking on their hands for like 20 minutes a day or like 30 minutes.
You mean like they handstand and walk?
Like they'll just move around, walk around, and it's supposed to help get rid of all kinds of arthritis and all kinds of like stuff that you know we're not supposed to be sitting, so a lot of us have hip or tight hips.
Yeah.
And then so we're not supposed to be like on our phones with just our thumbs or stuff like that. And like this is supposed to help activate, I don't know, release all kinds of tension that we have built.
I mean, exercise is different from lifestyle, though, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this is.
But that's to the extreme. It's like what these guys are doing, but all day.
Yeah.
Damn. They look kind of funny though, dude.
They look crazy,
like when a
dude.
human being isn't like moving like what we're used to seeing, and then it's like a full-grown adult with their butt in the air. It's like, man, are you still human? I don't know. It just, I get confused. I'm like, it's like a dog,
It can't be that efficient.
but it's like a human.
It doesn't seem like it's that
Doesn't seem like
efficient.
it,
No,
yeah.
it looks like they still have to like fairly carefully pay attention, mainly because of like the placement of like your eye and stuff. And
Yeah, and then they couldn't even like lift their heads. That's what you said, right?
And there's got to be so much weight going forward, right? Because your legs are usually longer than your front, versus like having like pretty even limb space and also like, you know, actual real estate for like usage of your hands. But
How often do they get kicked by people? Because people, not because they're assholes, but because they can't see them.
see.
So they walk around and go, oh shit, my bad.
I
They
think
mainly
it's an
stand.
issue for the brother, not the sisters, because they tend to stay at home. The brother's the one kind of like out and about.
Fucking roaming around.
Yeah.
yeah, none of the five, who are now aged roughly between 25 and 41 years old,
Wow.
attended school, but were able to learn enough Kurdish to communicate with their own family.
There's this part of the article I read where they had dogs walking on 2 feet, walking some of these people too.
Damn.
Do they have a leash for the people?
That's opposite land.
Is it Turkish? Yeah. Turkey.
The country's the name of
My dumbass was like, oh yeah?
No way. No, the dog was like, he was walking, and then the dog wasn't looking like this anymore. It was looking like this.
And he was like he had
And they had them on a leash.
Like, I wonder what their spines look like, or if they've done any X-rays, because I feel like I think humans are probably not supposed to be walking like that all the time, and I feel like that's got to have some sort of like, you know, effect on.
You can see in their back, like their mid back is like super rounded, hella curved. That can't be good over time.
So here's a little anecdote. So some scientists had said that it was like devolution, right? De-evolution, but one other professor said that they believe it is instead down to genetic and developmental circumstances. The affected siblings, whose parents are second cousins, all suffer from a congenital brain impairment, cerebellar.
I was gonna just say, was there some inbreeding going on there?
Yeah, so meaning they find balancing on 2 legs difficult, and so their motor development was channeled into turning their crawl into a type of bipedalism.
So it's a cause of function, not because it's like a.
Cause they get dizzy and shit just standing, and they're like, "Whoa, I need a fucking more support here."
In the video, some of the girls, you can see their feet. They're like, their ankles are inward. So like, I didn't know if that was because of them crawling all the time, but it's probably because they're born like that.
Dr. Scholl's.
That's what they need. They need some orthotics, dude. They need to raise their arches.
That's true.
Yeah, they need some fucking Skechers,
Need
shape
some
ups.
insteps, you know?
This is why you shouldn't fuck your cousins.
Yeah, this is a PSA.
No matter how fine they are.
Yup.
You guys have any fine cousins?
They were
wish.
fucking for. They had 19 kids, so the probabilities of some of them having some type of genetic issues is like, duh, fool. This makes sense.
It's like, duh, fool.
That's quite true.
They're also from a very small town in Turkey, so maybe there aren't many options for them.
Yeah.
If you have
And realistically
19
too,
kids.
when you know, if your cousin's like super fine, it's like you ain't gonna have problems. Just your children's children will.
That's true.
You might not even be alive.
I mean, the royalties did it.
Yeah.
But that's why they all bald very early.
Yeah, but they didn't know that the next guy balded earlier. They was just like, they just
I
balded.
feel like there's a lineage of bald men in their family.
One of my buddies that goes to Iceland a lot, he says in Iceland there's an app because it's pretty much like a homogenous society where like you can put the app in and then people put in their information and they'll see how far apart they are. Because people are not trying to date their cousins.
Oh, yeah.
But it's so hard. Like everyone is technically like a 4th or 5th cousin.
Dang.
So like the minute they have any like new foreigner blood or whatever comes in, everyone's like, ooh.
Where is this? Iceland?
Iceland, yeah.
So for all you guys out there that are single and ready to mingle and can't find anybody out here, go to
Yeah.
Iceland.
yeah.
They're gonna be coming for you.
Yeah.
Coming
I like Scandinavian cultures because they fuck first date later.
Really?
Do they really?
Do you have any experience?
the way you say that, dude.
True Vikings. Huh?
Is there a story you want to share about that, Joe?
I watched the documentary.
I watched a documentary. Scandinavians fuck first, date later.
It's true though. I watched the show Vikings that stands the test of time.
Oh, that's a good
Is
documentary.
it even date later, or is it just murder afterwards?
It could be either one.
Oh, okay,
depending on
that's
how
like
they feel.
very romantic.
It's a lot of pillaging in that series, huh?
Depending on how the sex went, then they'll decide afterwards.